Hi, my name is Bo and I'm a yoga teacher. And I'm with you today to talk about focus. We're going to start with a breathing exercise called sounding breath. Sounding breath is about letting go of the external, releasing all that happened before and now, not thinking about what will happen next. Bringing your focus inside, listening only to your breath. Find a comfortable seat. When you are ready, you will gently cover your ears with your hands, blocking out all the noises of life and listening only to your breath. You can keep your eyes open or let your gaze soften, maybe looking at something on the floor, or let your eyes close. At some point, you'll look up and see that my hands are away from my ears, and that's when we'll stop. We'll do this for about a minute. Try not to count along. Try to simply cover your ears and breathe. You ready? Sounding breath. Covering your ears and breathing and sounding breath is almost like creating your own white noise. Now, what does it mean to focus? Focus means to concentrate on something in particular. Now, focus can be a challenge, especially when life contains so many distractions. You have school and after-school activities, friends, family, phones and the internet, games and computers. Taking time to practice only one thing can help you focus. What happens when you're not focused? Maybe you notice it takes longer to accomplish a task when you're trying to do more than one thing at a time. Or maybe you have to redo something because you were not focused the first time. Multitasking is a made-up word for trying to do too many things at once and not doing any of them well. How do you feel when you are not focused? It can be difficult to remember things, or you can forget to do things when you're not focused. Taking time to be in the moment, to be present, is to focus. To tap the pause button on your life. Consider it is better to do one thing really well than to do many things less than they should be. Yoga poses for balance can help you focus, to concentrate on one thing in particular. To practice those poses, remember to breathe deeply, move slowly. Especially important is to find a stable place to set your gaze and engage your core muscles. Now we'll move into a yoga warm-up, one sun salute A, one sun salute B, some standing poses that have balance, some poses that are on the ground and have balance. So again, engaging your core muscles, drawing your muscles in toward your own body, deep breaths, and especially important for balance is finding somewhere you can look that isn't moving. So definitely not looking around the room at anyone else that could be moving, but maybe find a place that's about the same level as your eyes on the wall. It doesn't have to be right in front of you. You could look at something to one side or the other as long as you're not doing anything crazy with your head to look around. So as you're ready, make your way to standing. And I'm going to turn sideways here, but you can stay wherever you'd like to go. Sun salute A, starting in mountain pose with your feet parallel, about as wide as your hips. Reach your arms down by your sides, pulling your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Take a long deep breath in and sigh it away to begin. Then inhale, reach your arms high above your head. Exhale, soften your knees and fold forward, planting your hands down to the ground. Step back into plank or table. Lower your body all the way to the earth. Coming into cobra, inhale, lift your shoulders, lift your chest. Exhale, release back down to the ground. Curl your toes for downward dog. Either press up into table and then straighten your legs, or lift your hips and come to down dog. Look forward, walk your feet up to your hands, bend your knees and fold. Then reach your arms high above your head, returning to salute, and exhale to mountain. That was one sun salute A. Now we'll have one sun salute B, a little more energetic. Inhale, salute. Exhale, fold forward, soften your knees to plant your hands. Step back to table or to plank. Lower your belly down to the ground. Inhale to lift into cobra. Exhale, return your body to the ground. Curl your toes under and make your way to down dog. Take a long breath here. Then step your left foot to meet your left hand, coming into warrior one. Plant your right heel to the ground, maybe turning your toes away from your body for good balance. Lift your arms. Now opening into warrior two, make a T with your hands. Turn your body to your right side, keeping the bend in your left knee. Coming back to the mat, lift your right heel, plant your hands next to your left foot, step back into table or plank, make your way down to your belly, inhale for cobra, exhale, release back to the mat, curl your toes, downward dog, however you choose to arrive. Then step your right foot forward to meet your right hand with a bend in your knee. Coming into warrior one, lower your heel on the back to the ground as you reach your arms high. Opening into warrior two, tee your arms and turn your body to the left. Maybe you step your back foot back just like I did. Maybe not. Deep breath. And then coming back to the ground. Turn your body towards your bent right knee. Lift your left heel. Place your hands to the mat and come into table or plank. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale to lift your chest for cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. And then make your way to downward dog, lifting your hips high. Look forward towards your hands. Let your feet walk to meet them, fold. And on an inhale, return to salute, reaching your arms high. Coming back to mountain with your arms by your sides. Now from here, we'll move through some standing poses, starting with Crescent Lunge. Draw your hands to your hips. Step your left foot back. Take a big breath here in Crescent, reaching your arms high. Then moving into Star by turning over to your left side. Plant both feet to the mat. Turn your toes away and reach your arms long. 5-pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, bringing your feet together. You could step them together or you could hop them together by placing your hands on your hips. Get a little bend. Now, first big balance pose. This is called sliding star. So pouring your weight to your right foot. Make a T with your arms. Find somewhere to set your gaze. Draw all the muscles in your core toward your belly button. Begin to reach your right foot away and let it lift a little. Now, if you feel very stable, if your focus is good, maybe begin to tilt a little bit to the left side, sliding your star. And you can lower it and slide it. One breath more. Then step your foot down wide, come back to star pose. Now taking warrior 2. Bend your left knee, keeping your body sideways. T with your arms. Coming into Crescent Lunge. Turn your body towards your bent left knee. Lift your right heel. Raise your arms. And stepping your feet together. Draw your hands to your hips. Pour your weight towards your left foot and rise to standing. Coming into dancer's pose. Starting with an active right leg, meaning that's the one that's going to move. Pour your weight to your left foot, rock back and forth a little bit so you can get good balance. Find somewhere to look that isn't moving, somewhere you can rest your gaze and that's your focus. When you feel ready to take dancer, extend your right foot behind you. With your right arm down by your side, begin to draw your shoulder back. As you're ready, softly bend your left knee. Then deeply bend your right knee so you can connect your hand and foot or hand and pant leg, or if you have a yoga strap or a scarf or a belt, something you could wrap around your ankle. And when you're ready, reach your left arm forward and begin to take this pose, pressing your right foot into your right hand. One breath longer. Slowly returning to standing upright. Lower your left foot to the ground. Take a long breath. And then starting on the other side. From here, stepping your right foot back as your hands come to your hips, Crescent Lunge. Opening up into star pose. Turning your body to the side, your feet are out, arms in a T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-pointed star. Stepping or hopping your feet together. Hands can come to your hips. If you're hopping, catch a little bend in your knees, bounce it together. Sliding star. This time pouring your weight to your right foot, stepping your left foot away to your arms for good balance, and then maybe start to lift your foot just a little bit, or a lot. Taking your gaze somewhere that it can be steady, drawing all the muscles of your core in towards your body. Take a deep, slow breath and slide your star a little more if you like. Returning your star to the earth, step wide, and taking warrior two over to the right side. Maybe step a little wider. Bend your right knee, keeping your body sideways in your warrior pose. Now moving into crescent. Lifting your left heel, turn your body towards your bent knee and raise your arms high. Stepping your feet together, bring your hands to your hips, pour your weight towards your right bent knee and step your feet together. Dancer's pose on this side. Pour your weight into your right foot and step your left foot back. Come lightly to your toes. Let your left arm reach by your side. And when you feel ready, reach your arm backward, taking a nice bend in your right knee. Take a big bend in your left knee to connect your hand in your foot, or your hand in your pants, or whatever you're able to reach. Then setting your gaze, extend your right arm forward. Press your left foot into your left hand and begin to take your dancer's pose. Breathing deeply and slowly, core muscles engaged, until you gently return both feet to the ground. Take a deep breath. Step your right foot back to crescent again. Reach your arms high. Step it out to star. Hop your feet together. And then come into salute, reaching your arms high above your head. Fold forward on an exhale. Generous bend in your knees. Let your head be heavy. Then step your feet back to downward dog. Take a long breath in down dog. Then lower your knees to the ground for table pose. Taking sail. Keeping your right hand down to the ground. Extend your left leg. Reach it behind you. Roll open sideways and lift your left arm to the sky. Follow and exhale, roll back to table and take that pose to the other side. Keeping your left hand down, extend your right leg. Roll open to your right side, lifting your right arm high. Exhale, roll back to table. Now we're going to have another option. You can return to sail by keeping your right hand down and extending your left leg. Roll open to the side, here sail. We have a couple of options. For balance, engage your core muscles. Take a long, slow inhale. Set your gaze, and as you exhale, maybe lift your left foot. This is one option. Another option would be to spread your right fingers wide on the mat, place your left foot flat on the ground, and maybe straighten your bent leg, coming into a side plank. Stay one breath more where you are. Then release your gaze. Draw it down to your right hand. Lower your right knee if it's lifted. Come back to table. Press your hips to your heels. Take rock pose for one long breath. On an inhale, return to table, and we'll take these poses or your options to the other side. Pressing your left hand into the ground, extend your right leg and roll open for sail. You can reach your right arm high, pause here to settle your gaze, engage your core muscles, breathe deeply and evenly. And if you like, maybe begin to float your right leg off the ground. You can stay just where you are, or if you like, bring your left foot back to the ground and extend your left leg. You can take side plank or sail with your leg lifted or not. When you're ready to come down, take your gaze back to your left hand. Bring your left knee back to the mat if it's lifted. And slowly exhale, returning to table. Follow your next exhale to draw your hips to your heels and take rock. Follow your next inhale to rise up into table. And then roll over onto a seat. Extend your right leg and draw your left foot inside that leg for half staff. Place your arms by your sides, follow an inhale to reach them high, and an exhale to fold forward over your extended right leg. Take a long breath, letting your body be heavy. Inhale to lift your body upright. Switch your legs, extending your left leg, bending your right knee and drawing that foot inside your leg. With your arms by your side, sit up tall. Take an inhale. Exhale gently. Fold forward, letting your body be heavy for a long breath. Follow an inhale to lift your body upright. Extend both legs, give them a little shake. Then come to lying on your back. And when you arrive, tuck your knees to your chest, give them a little hug. Then make a T with your arms and let your legs drift from one side of your body to the other. Float them through center and then let them drift down to the other side, taking some twists. As many twists as you like, and when you feel complete, when you feel as if you're finished, allow your body to settle onto the ground for restoration. It can be easier, a little easier, to focus your thoughts when your body is well exercised. Now is the time to bring yourself to stillness. Breathe. Simply be as you are in this very moment. Thank you for your attention today. When you feel as if you're moving in too many directions, tap your own pause button. Take a deep breath and remember to focus on one thing at a time.